Good morning. Thank you, Jesus, for another day. It's a Tuesday. Let's get into the video. What I did this morning was I measured for a whole brand new kitchen with custom cabinets everywhere, a whole bunch of doors, shaker 45, drawer front, shaker 45, everything soft close, drawer boxes, toe kit boxes, pull-out boxes, trim, everything. It's like 18 cabinets. It's a little bit complicated, so I just had to think through it for a while. But now what I am doing is over here. There's a few cabinets right over there. I'm just finishing them up. Brandon and Jacob and a bunch of guys got the skins on, the trim on, all this sort of stuff. I'm just making sure the shelving is done. And then I need to wipe those cabinets, double check the notes, make sure we have all the trim. Those cabinets will be ready to go. Carl and Brandon went to go install cabinets, and Jacob's coming back here, and we're gonna start building a bunch more drawer boxes. They're all sitting over here right now. I think there's like 30 drawer boxes here, so we need to start building all of that and get going here. So I'm going to finish these shelves up and then wipe these cabinets, double check everything, make sure we're good to go. I have our iron right here set up. It's warming up. That's good. Okay. That's set up. I have my pieces of shelving material cut. I have my pieces of edge banding cut. Now what I'm going to do is get the edge banding onto the shelf material. I need to find the scissors. Where'd the guys put the scissors at? Got them. Yep, that iron is now hot. Should be. It's not warming up the best, and I don't quite know why. Oh, here's why. It needs shut right there. Okay. There we go. I think it's going. I think. Okay. Let me get this edge band material on now. Just like this. This isn't really too difficult. As long as the iron works. Why is the iron not working? I swear, Tuesdays. Tuesdays might be the worst. Way worse than Monday. There we go. Now it's heating up. Okay. Hopefully it decides to work. You ever have a day where everything fights? That's Tuesdays. Oh my goodness, this should not be this difficult. I don't get what's going on here. Okay, well, that's going now. Okay, let's try this again here. I don't get it. I don't get it at all, actually. Okay. What is going on here? The glue is most definitely on there. Okay. Let's try this piece. All I'm trying to do is edge band two pieces of shelving. It really shouldn't be this difficult, but it is this difficult. Always is. Okay. There, I think it's finally gonna work. I think. Oh, I love that. Okay. I think it just had to fight. There we go. Now we're cooking. I think we're cooking. I think. Oh, yeah. Yep. Love that right there. Just need to make sure this is on all the way. For whatever reason, it's taking way longer than it normally does. The iron is super hot, and the piece has full glue on the back. I just don't understand, but it's working. I guess that's all that matters. Just want to make sure it's on there really tight because I don't want any like delamming of material. I don't want it to peel up or come apart ever. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to do my trim this. Yep, love that. Trim that a little bit there. Come around here. Trim that. Perfectly flush. Awesome. The iron's on the hottest setting right now, and it's like it's not getting hot. I don't know. Makes zero sense. But it's doing its job now, so that's all that matters. Then what I'll do is once I get this on here, fully glued, I'll let it sit for like 5-ish minutes probably. That way the glue solidifies and it's no longer tacky. So when I come through with our knife right over there, it doesn't gum the knife up and start peeling stuff and doing terrible things. Because that will happen if you don't give it about 5 minutes. And then I'll come through and sand it, make it perfect, make it look good. Okay, so see what we can do here now. Next piece. Oh yeah, it's sticking really good now. I don't know what the deal with the iron was, but I think it just wasn't, I don't know, wanting to heat up for whatever reason. Even though I did let it heat up for like 5 minutes. It usually gets hot instantly. Or hot enough instantly, but not today. Okay, there we go. Kind of. Okay, I think now we're at a point, yep, where I can trim it and then go back over it a bunch more times. Didn't cut as good as I was hoping it would. Love that. Craziest part about this was we had shelves done. I just didn't love the way they looked. I mean, they looked fine, but I just didn't love them. I think I should have left them. No, couldn't do that, but all right, almost done here. Make sure it's really contacted. Feeling to make sure it's not peeling anywhere. All right, that one can sit now, hopefully up here and not fall. Now I'll grab this guy. I get to do the fun part now. The trimming. There we go. That's all there is to it. Then what I'll do is I'll just take some of this sandpaper, lightly sand it. I'll sand down the front, get any dark marks out from the iron, and it'll make it look perfect. These cabinets are now completed. They're ready for install. We have everything wiped down. Skin's cut to size on the back. Once we join these cabinets together on site, we'll put that skin on. Doors are there, drawer fronts are there, drawer boxes are here. Installed, hinges, trim, good to go. Those are going on Friday, so we don't need to worry about that right now. Next task. Look at this guy. I got the big boy. I think I like the smaller one better though. You know? I think what I'll do is I'll start. Sherwin-Williams reps came in, now they're gone. What'd you say? Oh, get that down. Okay, let's re-glue. Glue. And go like this. It does go way faster now that we don't countersink. Way faster. Huh? You don't have to do it at all. Nope, none. Perfect. Next. Right there. Love that. Hey, while you're waiting until I'm done with this one, will you grab the next one and just get it primed up? And then I'll give you this for the bottom. Jacob's gonna put in the top, or the top and the bottom piece. And I'm gonna get the sides in so we have like a little engine going. What'd you say? I know. I know. There we go. Let's try to get that in. Just making sure we're lined up at the very top. And then all of our cabinets are glued, screwed, and dadoed. Using 1 1/4" drywall screws, coarse thread, because they grab really well, hold everything super tight, and the head sinks, so we don't have to countersink. So even the head is holding everything together. Before, when he countersunk using Craig screws, he did really well, but it didn't hold as well because you had to countersink because the head didn't sink. So you had to countersink the material, and then it doesn't hold nearly as well. Let me grab screws and I'll give you these. Next. These are perfect. Shelf holes are drilled. Love that. Let's get our bottom pieces over here. Over here. Go in, okay? And then what I've been doing, not gonna lie, I've been pushing it all the way down. It's okay. Let's go like this. Love that. And I pushed that thing all the way down, just like that. They're a lot tighter now since we changed out the bit. And so it comes out really perfect now. What do you mean, the screws? They can. You just got to be careful with it. Got to go straight, be careful. Yeah, with these 1 1/4", you really have to be sure you're straight. Otherwise, you'll pop through the inside. And then you're not able to fix that. I would say they don't do it as much though, because
It seemed to go pretty straight.
for whatever reason, I think when we countersunk, it would pop the plies a little bit of the plywood and make the screw kind of, yeah, go a little wonky, I think. Alrighty. Get the next one in here and keep trucking. I believe there's 13 cabinets, and there is another cabinet that we're just building a face frame for. This client has an odd sink, and the cabinet isn't necessarily odd, but the plumbing's super odd. He doesn't want to have to get a plumber to do a whole bunch of work, which I agree with. So we're going to attempt to simply take the face frame off, put the new face frame on, and be done with that cabinet. It'll save the client a lot of money if we're able to do that. So that's our plan. Get these glued up here. And then Craig jigs come to the front, because that's how we attach our face frame. The face frame will be dadoed. And then glued and screwed, just like the pieces of our cabinet shell. Way faster without countersinking.
Oh, yeah.
Also looks better. Yep. Yeah, that's the thing. The screw heads have to be flush or preferably recessed to air. But it have to be at least flush. Otherwise, when we contact cement our side panels onto the cabinets, they won't contact fully. And that is no good. Grab the Milwaukees. The Milwaukees because we want to make sure we're getting stuff done. If you use DeWalt's, I don't think you're as fast. Isn't that right, Jakey?
Yeah.
No, that's not true at all. But I do like the Milwaukee. We did have a client one time said he doesn't like hiring. This is crazy too, I think. He doesn't like hiring contractors who use DeWalt because it doesn't look as professional. And I don't necessarily agree with that at all, but that's what he said. Yeah, he said the client said that he owns DeWalt and he like isn't very handy.
Thinks it's the homeowner.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. I said, I mean, we use Milwaukee, but we also use DeWalt.
People use the most random drills and stuff and they still do it.
That's what I'm saying. It has nothing to do with the tool at all.
Some tools are better, but not like.
Well, like some brands are better at certain things, but they're all good. I mean, you can all get the job done. Really matters almost like what you start with, because the tool almost isn't the expensive part, it's the battery. There we go, another one done. Love that. Where are you putting them? Over here? Oh, smart. I'm just gonna set them right here. Alright, we're gonna keep going. We got 11 more to do. We'll see what we can get done. Jacob and I have gotten a bunch of our cabinets assembled. Look how many screws are in there. There's a million screws there, all the way in the back, all the way around, everywhere. Dado, glue, screw. Super important. This is our upper corner cabinet. Cutting that at a 45 and then back cutting at a 45. Make sure everything's nice and flush. That's the inside. Now we're working on the Lazy Susan. Corner cabinets, Lazy Susans, I think are the two hardest. There's a special angle sink cabinet that's decently hard too, but... Okay, Jacob. You want to grab the big L. Grab the big old L. Bring it over here, actually. I'll rotate. No, you can't Craig that. That's sad. We got to hand Craig it. That's really sad down there. We'll hand Craig it. Does this side look good?
Well, I guess it's kind of dusty.
It's just dusty. I'm going to flip it.
Yeah, there's that big one.
Yep, super important. You got to coal your material. Okay. Now, I'm going to get out my hammer drill here. Hammer drill. Huh?
Your bottom needs to go.
Cup. Yep, it does. I'm gonna get a screw in the top so it stops moving. And then, there we go. Hand me screws. I don't know where any of them are. Love that. And then you just screw here. And here. Perfect. Okay, now, if you kind of hold that top part, yep. Okay, now I'll come right to here. There we go. Let's keep getting this in here. See the impressions the CNC makes where the screws go. Okay, now it's the final countdown. Let me get some glue in that thing. Whoa. Sounded like they went to Culver's.
Oh, that's the best.
Culver's. Okay, let's see. I always go back and forth on what the best way to do this is. Let's do it this way. You can do it on the top, but then everything wants to fall, and then it's just, okay. Hold on 1 second. There we go. Culver's. I like Bebop's better.
No.
Yeah.
Not
I thought you said you like Bebop's better.
Oh, I love Bebop's. Not compared to Culver's. Nothing.
Burger and fries, Bebop's better, because Culver's fries are the worst fries.
For sure.
But Culver's cheese curds are game changing.
You can't beat a Culver's burger.
Dude, I almost like Bebop's burger. And Five Guys definitely kills Culver's, but...
I don't think I've ever tried it.
What? It's the best cheeseburger ever.
I'm not trying to pay $40 for a cheeseburger.
You go to Mickey D's, it's about $40 now.
No.
It is, though.
On DoorDash.
Oh, definitely on
They
DoorDash.
run that special all the time. Oh my god. I get a free double just for ordering.
Double.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, you know what
Got
that
chicken in between them double.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
Now let's go right here. There we go. Okay, Jakey. So our next step. Where's that back piece? I got to angle. I got to angle cut this piece right here, just like an angle cut. Instead of trying to figure it out what it needs to be, I guess and check it. And then it comes out perfect. Because if I spend all the time to try to figure out what it needs to be, and then I'm wrong, I could have just guessed and checked it and it would have been done. So, just what I do. This one isn't as important because shelves are not going in there. But if they're shelves, the shelves are very particular about this. Did not like that. Still needs a little bit more. Something like that. Okay. See how that looks. Here, Jacob, we gotta move this down.
What, the whole thing?
Yep. Come to this side. Now let's put it on its face. Hold on. Back it up. There we go. There we go. Building a Lazy Susan cabinet. The worst. Actually, definitely not the worst. The corner cabinets are worse because putting on the face frame of the Lazy Susan's easy. Put on the face frame of that cabinet, not fun. Okay, I definitely need more. Just a little bit though, but definitely need more. Trying to provide equal pressure so I get a consistent angle cut. Otherwise you get a variable rip. Nobody wants a variable rip. Right, Jakey? Never, never, never. This one's fighting a little bit. Why are you fighting so much, brother? I think it needs more for sure. Can't forget the bev. Never, never, never. Okay. There we go. That actually hopefully will do it. I think. Looks about right, maybe. Why is it not seeding in as that well? Something here is being a little wonky. It's being a little bit wonky. I don't really like that. I think it's my angle cut. It's not the greatest down here. For whatever reason. There. That's what it was, I think. Kind of what I think it is. Alright, let's see if that does it now. That might do it. Yep. There we go. Now it's seated in. See how it's seated in now? It's not like the dado. Now, yep, now I'll back cut the 45. So that way it's flush on the back. You don't want this seated into the cabinet too far. On the cabinets with the Lazy Susan units in them, like this one, it doesn't really matter, quite honestly, because there's a decent amount of room back there, even with a big Lazy Susan unit. But the shelves, if you have a cabinet with shelves, it hates it. There we go. See how that 45's back cut? Now that'll work. Okay. Screw this thing in. Now we'll come through with the Bratty. And we'll reinforce. Yep. Now we just work it up. I think it's pretty good right now. You just keep an eye in there. Doing okay? They're only 5/8, so. Well, they shouldn't. Doing okay? Okay. That one did a little. Don't love that though. The board that we put in there, we had to put some braces out across the top. It'll cover it. Just my angle was terrible. That one worked okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna put more because I'm not using 1.25 inches. Let's pull that back a little bit. Go. Best D end ever?
Yeah, it goes him and then Miles Garrett and then TJ.
What about JJ? JJ what? We have to put supports across here, and make sure everything's squared up. So that's what we're going to do next. Jacob and I have this support in to square the cabinet up. Also sets us at the correct measurement, 35.5 plus quarter plus a quarter, 36. We have this piece cut for our next piece, and we're just going to see if this works or not. Okay, we grab that tape measure and measure across. I think it's going to be too tight, but
35 5/8.
Yep, so this needs to be 12 1/8. Let me go trim this down. Make it too big, then you can trim it. You don't have to get a whole new piece. You said 5/8?
5/8, yeah.
Yeah, so we're at 12 1/8. Right to here. Now we should be perfect. Okay, I'm gonna get a screw started. And we'll kind of see what we can do here. So Jacob, what I'm gonna have you do, you're gonna take the tape measure and you're gonna hold it like this. So to the edge, it should be, what should it be? It should be like 11 and 12. So it should be 12 and a half to the edge. Yes. Let me just get it sort of started where I think it should be. And then we'll push it wherever it needs to be. 12 and a half?
Yeah.
Okay. 12 and a half still?
Yeah.
Okay. So now measure, hopefully this turns out okay. Yeah, we're a little bit fat for sure.
Hair fat.
Let me see here. Yeah, but this we can move to right there. This though, what is this measurement again? Yeah, we're still fat. I think I should probably trim this a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna trim it just a hair. Because we're not equaling out what we need to be for a face frame right there. So I'm gonna trim it and then we should be fine. Hopefully. Cut it in a little bit. Okay, now we'll see if that's enough. Okay, so now I'm going to hopefully be able to. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, Jacob, you don't got to measure that right now because I'm going to get this piece in here. And then when I go to put on that support brace, that's when it'll actually matter. Okay, now it's nice using 3/4 material because why don't I just screw through the top? I always screw through the bottom and it's like one of the worst things I've ever done in my life. You know what? I hate that. Because I'm fearful if it doesn't sink all the way, it's going to hit the counter, and I do not want it to hit the counter. Okay, let's get back up underneath here. Let's put this brace here. Okay, so that one's in. Okay, so I'm going to get this. I'm just hitting everything. No good. Want to make sure we're decently straight here. We look decently straight. Lined up. Oh, the stain? Oh, yeah. Okay, now this is when it's going to matter. You take the tape measure over there. What do you?
That's perfect. Of course, I have pushed it to 7 there.
Oh, you need to come my way.
Right.
Let me see.
Kind of moved a hair.
Tight to tight. Now we're 12 and a half.
Yeah.
See?
Okay.
We're perfect. That one's actually low-key, like, super perfect. Down here, it just was this one. It's not. So, well, it's not terrible. It's just not great.
Is that like 5 minutes?
Yeah, but I can get it to 9 here at least. Okay, what I'm gonna need you to do, I need you to push it like tight.
Down or
Nope,
towards me?
that way. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Nice and flush up top. Oh, it did. Yeah, it did. Yeah, that's beautiful. Okay, I can live with that for sure. And that's secure. We measure out correctly. Yeah, we actually measure out perfect. We measure out perfect. Okay. All done. The 2 hardest ones are done. Tomorrow, we'll finish the rest of them. It's the end of the day today. We got a lot of those cabinets built for next week, measured for another job the following week. Brandon went and installed a bunch of cabinets today. It's a solid Tuesday. Tough Tuesday. Tuesdays are always my least favorite. That being said, tomorrow's Wednesday. It'll be an amazing Wednesday. See you then. Adios.